what's up? It's Marlene. Coucou, c'est Marlene, tout le monde. Alright, so today I am here to officially show you guys the B palette, how it's going to come packaged, the color story, talk about the shades. Hopefully I can swatch them and put them on here because swatching for me is not easy. If I don't do the swatches in this video, I'll probably do swatches in another video because, girl, it's a lot, okay? Are you ready? Are you excited? All right, cool. So, we have the B palette. I have the B palette here with me. The color story is done. The shadows are done. The palettes are done. Everything is done. I'm ready to go. I'm adulting, you know. I'm adulting. This feels really good. Feels really good. So today, I want to show you guys the color story of the B palette. Show you what's in there. I want to tell you guys about the names, why I picked the names the way that I did. I want to show you guys the packaging, like how your stuff is going to come packaged. Like, I want you to see all the work that I've been putting in for the past 2 years, girl. Girl, I'm tired. So I'm finna boss up. I know that's right. I know that is right. Okay, so here she is so beautiful. This is the unit carton. Okay, it is the paper box. It is a paper box that covers the B, the actual palette itself. So it's super pretty. It looks like this if it's not folded. Okay, but look at the inside. I just want you to take a moment and look at the inside. Like, Marlene, what? Girl, it's giving. It's giving black girl luxury. It's giving black girl luxury, girl. But look at the box. Look at all the details that I put in. You guys, seriously, when I tell you it's been 2 years, I was looking at my Google Drive and I was looking at the files and like the date on some of the files, and I just couldn't believe I'm like 2019, 2020, 2021. I'm like, wow, I cannot believe that I have invested 2 years of my human life on an eyeshadow palette. Like, what in the world? Oh, this look is with the palette, and I did record it. I sure did record it, okay? But just look at this, though. Look at this gorgeous hive. So the unicorn is freaking awesome. The unicorn does match the palette. So this is actually the palette. That's the box. And this is the unicorn, so it's the same. The great thing about the unicorn, though, compared to the box, you're going to feel more texture. You're gonna feel more texture. Like if you slide your hand through this. Oh, look at my nails. Have you seen the nails? Have you seen the nails, right? Shout out to my nail artist, my nail extraordinaire, Janelle. Her business is called Genius Nails Nola on Instagram. Genius Nails Nola. Please follow her. She's everything. I showed her the design and she executed. She understood the assignment. She ate and she left no crumbs. The plate was completely spotless, okay? But if you pass your hand through, you will feel every single design on this palette. It feels so good. It feels so great. Feels so great. Look at that, right? And then on the inside, you have this beautiful yellow color and you have this gorgeous beehive that is foil printed. So beautiful foil. Hopefully you can see it here, but it's reflective. Like, it looks like honey in the sun. Like, it changes colors. Like, it's not a static gold. It's a reflexive gold. Like, it just has like, it has like the rainbow in there. It's so freaking stunning. So freaking stunning. So here is the unicorn for the palette. I can't wait for you to receive it. On the back also, shout out to the back. If you get your unicorn, my mom's Instagram is on the back. Okay, my mom's Instagram's on the back, so once you get it, make sure you follow her. Some of you guys already follow her though, but since she is on the face, this is my mom, by the way, you guys. You should know this by now, but that's my mom. My mom's right here, and then she's right here in the stamp. That's her. Okay, so I put her Instagram in the back, and then I wrote her a little dedication. I was like, "Sois bénie à jamais," which means be blessed forever. Je t'aime. I love you, Marlene. So I put the accent on my name because my name is actually Marlene. It's not Marlene, but Marlene. Marlene Willy. Voilà. And it's so dope. So dope. Super excited. Like, oh, love this. I love this so much. So this is the unicorn. Super excited. So now, when you get your palette in the mail, this is how it's going to come. So it will come in this beautiful egg yolk color. It looks like the egg yolk color, right? It's super bright. It's super yellow. Nigeria also has this box like that. Like Nigeria's green. I'll make an orange one to match the peach martini, but this one matches the yellow of the palette, right? Super bright, super beautiful. Everybody who orders the palette, you get it. If you order anything from the B palette, like the lashes, the glitter box, or the palette itself, anything that you order from the B palette, from the B collection, sorry, you are going to get this beautiful box, okay? Super stunning. And then, are you ready for me to open this box? Are you ready for me to open this box? Alors, j'arrive, j'ouvre la boîte, que j'arrive. So here is the inside of the box. It is super pretty, super stunning. Once again, you have the yellow, you have, oh, you see this better. You see this foil, that's what I was saying. This is the same foil as the unicorn, but you see, look at the Lena Lashes logo. You see how it changes? If I move it one way, it looks blue, it looks red, it looks whatever. Okay, this is it. This is the same foil that we use all over for the gold. Like, look at that, Abeille Kreyol. Same thing. So you have the hive, then you have the bees, right? It's so cute. It's super cute. And then on the inside, you have our Snapchat, you have our Instagram. I had to give a dedication to God. You guys, you know I'm a Christian. I believe in God. I really do. It ain't changing, and it's not changing. I really thank God for what He has done for me. So here I put Leviticus 20:24, and it says, "But I have said to you, you shall inherit their land, and I will give it to you to possess, a land flowing with milk and honey. I am the Lord your God who has separated you from the people." Okay, so that is so beautiful to me. I think it's so beautiful because whatever God has promised us, He's going to do it. And claim it. I claim it for myself. I also want you to claim it for yourself, that you are going to inherit the land, a land that's going to be flowing with milk and honey. It's coming, baby. It's coming. It is coming. It is coming. God is faithful. So this is how it's going to be shipped. It's pretty nice. It's very sturdy. So then, hold on. Let me stop this. I have all this beautiful tissue paper on hangers. This is, side note, hold up, wait a minute. Let me take a little moment here. This is the tissue paper for Nigeria for the Peach Martini palette. Super African, okay? This is super, if you're African, if you're West African, you already know about this, right? This is a super African print with the cowrie shells, and then you have like the African dolls. It's like a comb. You know, in Africa, we love these combs made out of wood. Then this is another one. This is another tissue paper for Nigeria. This is for No They Carry Last, and another version of Nigeria that was supposed to drop this year, but it's okay. It'll drop next summer. There is a summer palette for Nigeria. So this is it. And then it has like the names of all the young people who were slain at the Lakey toll booth. It's so cute. It's so cute, but that's for another day. But you got to see it. But this is the tissue paper for the B palette. It is so pretty. Your palette will be wrapped in this. You'll have this tissue paper inside of your box. Girl, we worked every single detail. We thought about it, every single detail. So here it is. Okay, let me show you this. Well, let me fold it. Let me actually fold this so you probably see it better, because it's kind of see-through. But here is the tissue paper for the collection. Okay, beautiful. You got the hive, you have the bee, you have Lena Lashes logo. Everything is well thought out, like super intentional. So here it is, super pretty. You're really gonna love this. It's gonna be so va-va-voom. Like, I am so excited for you guys to get it. And then you're also gonna have this really cute thank you card for your order. It says thank you for your order. Yeah, that's it. It says thank you for your order. So this is how your stuff will be package, right? We'll definitely use a lot of bubble wrap. Do not worry, your stuff will not arrive broken. Like, I have figured out a method to secure the palette, okay? So the palette will be secured, okay? But your palette will be wrapped in this beautiful tissue, and then you'll have your thank you card. The back of your thank you card will have your packing slip for your order. So cute. And then we'll put a bunch of bubble wrap, and then we'll put it in this gorgeous box, and then we'll put the label. I'm thinking we'll put the label at the bottom in case you want to save your box and use your box. I used to put the label on top right here, but I'm actually going to place the label at the bottom. I'll have the ladies place it at the bottom of the box so that you can keep the box, save the box, reuse the box. But it is super gorgeous, super gorgeous. And of course, here you have your unicorn also, with this gorgeous pattern on the inside, the gorgeous yellow with the foil in the beehive on the inside. So when you open it up, let me show you what's going to look like. Let me show you what to expect when you actually open your palette. Here is the palette's inside with the unicorn. When you open this up, you see this? You see how it matches? Like, that's exactly why I did it like this, right? So then it looks like that. So then this foil here matches the wording here. You see this? You see how beautiful that is? This is how you give luxury, my baby. This is how you give luxury. This is how you give I'm intentional. Okay, this is how you give I worked really hard. I'm a black woman, so I will do black woman things. Okay, all right. But you see this, and then you see that. Super pretty. Okay, so then here you have the palette. Now, before I actually show you the color story, though, let's do this. I'm not done yet. She's not done yet. So you see how the palette is set up. So here is an empty palette, right? And inside the palette, you have, first I'll say relief. I don't know how to say this, but you have the beehive going inside the palette. So it's like all around the edges. Then you have the gorgeous bees here around the mirror section, right? So this also matches, like, so the beehive here also will match like the interior of your palette, right? You see this? And I'm telling you, when you see these bees, like when you see these bees, they feel so real. Like, they are going to feel so real to you. It's insane. They're going to feel so real to you. It's insane. Like, they're just so freaking pretty. They're just so freaking stunning. They're just super, super gorgeous. Like, I just love how it feels. I love how it looks. It's everything. Now, the palette itself, on the back of the palette, you also have another Bible verse that I love. This is Deuteronomy 26 verse 9, and it says, and he brought us into this place and gave us this land, a land flowing with milk and honey. I love it so much. I love, like, I saved, let me tell you, when I was doing this, I had a whole journal. Maybe I should show you the journal. You want to see the journal? Hold on, let me get it for you. Hold on. So I found the journal, okay? And the first page on it says, to celebrate my first eyeshadow palette, a journal of hopes and prayers. Like, this was really, when I tell you the bee palette came to me before Nigeria. Okay, it definitely came to me before Nigeria. I was working on before Nigeria, then I made a sudden switch for Nigeria, then I came back to it. But I thank God for that too. But this was nothing but a work of faith. Like, it was truly faith. It was all driven by faith. Shout out also to my little sister Cheryl once again, because she really called me out on my fear, because I was like, child, I was so scared, child. It didn't make no sense, okay? But I found this journal. I think it was at Walmart with a bunch of bees, and I would just write in this all the time. Like, even when I felt scared, when I felt defeated, I would like write in the journal, like, it's like this. I would do stuff like this. It says, in the light of a king's face, there is life, and his favor is like the cloud, the cloud that bring the spring rain. Proverbs 16 verse 15. So I would just do things like that and just encourage myself, because I didn't have all the money to do this at once now. Y'all need y'all to know this, right? And then I would find like beautiful black women. You have Angela Bassett. You have, what's my baby girl? Boot Up. Ella May. You have my other baby girl, Ari Lennox. You have Ashanti. Like, I would just find like beautiful Black women, and I'll just do all these beautiful collages. Save the bees. If you guys don't know this, bees are in danger right now. They truly are. Then I would like remind myself, like, oh, Marlene, like, if you're successful, if this is successful, you'll be able to go back to Africa, and like you'll be able to help people. So like, this is like an African market. It reminded me of my people, because I have a non-for-profit, but just being African, period, you are raised to always give back, because a lot of people are suffering, and even like the giraffe here too, my baby sis who helped me, she's from Kenya, so there are a lot of giraffes in Kenya. But not just that, the giraffe has been appearing to me a whole lot too. And as a spirit animal, giraffe teaches you to look further out in the horizon. Think of your bigger goals. Think of like years down the line where you want to be. Don't just focus on the things that are right now, because sometimes your right now might not look too promising, right? But giraffe tells you, keep looking ahead. Keep looking ahead. So I would just write. I have this. I also have this one right here. Which is like Taraji P. Henson. Taraji P. Henson, shout out to her, big Virgo energy. So I'm going to send her the palette. I have one of my big sis who's a really well-known makeup artist. Her name is Ashanta Sharif. Ashanta has been helping me since I started Lena Lashes. She's the reason why Taraji P. Henson has worn the lashes. Taraji P. Henson has worn my brow gel. Taraji P. Henson is a Lena girl, child. She don't even know it. Okay, but I have Taraji P. Henson. My mom, Taraji, is born September 11th. September 11th is Taraji P. Henson's birthday. She's from the DMV. She's from DC. She went to Howard. And my mom is born September 12th. And sometimes I think they look the same. They got that like, I do. I was like, Mommy, I'm going to have you meet her. So I have Mark, I think it's some Mark thing I was trying to put in the Bible here, but I wrote this. I said 5 years later, because I've been trying to do an eyeshadow palette since 2015. Maybe I'll show you guys the sample later. Like, I was so afraid, you guys. But it says 5 years later, I finally have the most beautiful collections coming. I thank God for loving me and for never letting go of my hand. He is always faithful to his word. And then I wrote this, Eternal One to Habakkuk. Write down this vision, write it clearly on the tablets so that anyone who reads it may run. For the vision points ahead to a time I have appointed. You see, and that goes with like giraffe as a spirit animal. It testifies regarding the end, and it will not lie. Even if there's a delay, wait for it. It is coming, and it will come without delay. Habakkuk chapter 2, verses 2 to 3. So I put this here. This is such a weird thing, though. And then I found this like pattern of a beehive, so I would save this. This is beautiful. So I guess this is when I started working on the thing. This is so weird. Okay, this is August. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. And it says August 8th. These are names for God in Yoruba. And it says Iledami Eseo, which means my creator. Thank you. Atofarati Eseo, it means my defense. The Lord is my defense. Jesus so Eseo. Olowo Oremi Eseo means my bridegroom. Thank you. Agbani Lagbatan Eseo, my deliverer. Olurun mi Eseo, my Lord. Sorry, my Yoruba is a bit rusty, okay? My Yoruba is a bit rusty. Then it says, Oba Aweda Eseo, overseeing king. Thank you. Oba Aseda Eseo, king of creation. Hey! Tierebo Shente. Oh. Okay? Nigbobo Ona Eseo. And in all ways, thank you. Oba Lanu, merciful king. Olurun Iyanu, miraculous God. Dear God, it is beautiful to praise your mighty name. I want to thank you. Please make this collection an incredible success. Eseo. Please touch the heart of those who can help. Touch the heart. You have started a marvelous work. So this is one right here. And shout out to my girl Judy K, because I got these names for God in Yoruba from Judy K. She has a song, Ni Bobo Ana Heseo. Obalanu, Olorunianu, Ni Bobo Ana Heseo. Oh, Judy K is my girl, man. I love Judy K. So that's where I got all the names for God in Yoruba. But I'm sure there are more names for God in Yoruba, though. Yes, girl. And then I have like honey here. You guys, this thing kept me going. I don't even know where we're going with this, but I'm sure there are a lot of you guys, like, you have dreams and your pockets, your bank account might not match your dreams, but guess what? Get your journal and talk to God and write your favorite verses down. Before you know it, you'll be exactly where I am. And this one is Matthew 7. It says, ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you shall find. Knock and the door will be open to you. For everyone who asks, receive. The one who seeks, find. And the one who knocks, the door will be open. So I don't know. It's really beautiful. I have this one, bigger, better, Daniel 10 verse 12. It says, do not be afraid, Daniel. From the very first day that you begin to pursue understanding and humble yourself before your God, your words have been heard. I think that's gorgeous. So I think it's me. From the very moment I decided this palette, God heard me. Okay. He heard me. I said I will succeed in this collection. I declare in the name of Jesus that this collection will go viral. And that's right. I declare that this collection already is sold out in the name of Jesus. Thank you, Lord. I declare in the name of Jesus that the B collection will be worn by hashtag Beyonce. You better go sit down somewhere. And praise the Lord. And this one is also really pretty. It says, if the Lord is pleased with us, then he will bring us into this land and give it to us, a land which flows with milk and honey. Numbers 14, verse 8. So I did this like that. Y'all know I'm very creative. I like to draw. Yeah, look at that. And I wrote this at Shaddai. I know. So I drew this up with like a bunch of bees in there. It's so pretty. It's so cute. There's also this one that I did. I drew this and I stuck some bees. These are stickers of bees, but I would just put them on here like this. You see that? Yeah, I'll just, Deuteronomy 6, verse 3. Then, this one was cute. This one was so cute. Look at this one. It says, be full of faith, be full of hope, be full of joy, be full of favor, be full of gratitude, be full of wealth, be sold at Sephora. Are you so crazy? Then I wrote this. This is in French. Le miel. Le miel means honey in French. The honey. So the honey. It said, I will enjoy this honey coming into my life. I have worked very hard and I'll be justly rewarded. This bee collection will sell out increasingly fast. So yeah, loving myself. Then there's Leviticus 26 verse 4. This is a bee. I try to do like an effect like it's like stained glass a bit. Hold on. Like stained glass. Then I will give you rains in their season, and the land shall yield its increase, and the trees of the field shall yield their fruits. That is so cute. I drew this too, by the way. Yeah. This one is me trying to do like graffiti stuff. It's kind of cute, huh? He determines the numbers of the stars. He gives to all of them their names. So this is Psalm 147 verse 4. Look at that. How beautiful that is. So gorgeous. This one speaks on fear. I drew all this. Isn't it nice? It says, fear not. Isaiah 41 verse 10. Fear not, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. Yes, I will help you. This is so pretty. I love butterflies. If you don't know this, I'm an air sign. I'm an Aquarius, so it makes perfect sense. The bee herself, Queen Beyonce, on her Queen Nefertiti big energy. Yes, shout out to all the black women, y'all. Shout out to all the black women. I love it. I told y'all, black women were my source. Found this great picture of Rihanna too, and the honey thing. Look at this one. This is gorgeous. So I lived in the moment. Like I truly allowed myself to live in the moment. I allow myself to live in the moment. I allow myself to like dream, to have fun. But yeah, so it's a whole journal. I even have another journal where I write to Beyonce. Girl. But I'll save that for another video. We've talked packaging, right? We've talked about the journal. We haven't talked about the Beyonce journal yet, but I'll save the Beyonce journal for another video. You guys, I would write to Beyonce every day. You think I'm crazy? Like, I would sit there and write to Beyonce every day. It's borderline creepy, but it like, Beyonce's energy helped me so much. Like, if Beyonce wears this palette or Beyonce holds this palette, like the way she did the Teflon bag, I'm running straight to the Ivory Coast. I'm not catching a flight. I will run. Like, I will run like a heathen. Like, I don't know what I will do with myself, but I will really cry. I will truly cry. Like, I know God can do all things, and it's really easy to say, especially if you grew up in the church. Like, we've memorized that I can do all things through God who strengthens me. You know, Philippians 4, what's it called? Philippians 4, verse 13, right? No, the Philippians 4, it's not 13, because 13 is like, if there are things that are good, things that are noble, think on those things. But it's Philippians 4, it's somewhere in there, you know. But we say that a lot, like, I can do all things through God who strengthens me. Like, yeah, sure. But like, there are certain things you ask for, I kid you not, if God makes those things come to life, I'm just gonna be like, oh my gosh, right? But it was such a beautiful experience. It's still not over yet, because now I gotta promote it, I gotta sell it. You know, it's one thing to have faith for something. I have faith for this. I have faith that it's going to sell out. I have faith that people are going to love it. But you still have to do the work. I gave a lot of my energy, as you can imagine. I gave a lot of my energy designing it, making samples, fixing samples, adding to the samples, picking the correct names for the palette, like, you know, picking the right aesthetic for the palette. Then that was done. Then I had to give more of myself to make the shadows to come up. I have so many shadows that were made for the B palette, like, to the point that the people wanted to fire me. Like, Marlene, this doesn't make any sense. Like, how many more shades do you need, right? All the way to the very last minute, I was still changing colors. Because I was like, this has to be perfect. And it's not possible to be perfect when you're human, but perfect means I can say I gave it my all. I gave it all of me. Like, I truly, oh my gosh, I feel like crying. I gave the B palette, I give it my all. Like, I gave all I had to give to this thing. Like, I truly did, you guys. Like, I give it my all. Same thing for Nigeria. Like, I give it my all. Like, all of me. Because it's not just about makeup. Like, it's not just about makeup. It's not just about selling a palette. It's not just about making money. It's like proving to myself that I could do it. Not just doing an eyeshadow palette, but do something that was meaningful, do something that was beautiful, do something that people wouldn't even expect a black person to be able to do. Like, I did that. You know what I'm saying? I did it. Like, I did it. Like, it took so much out of me, physically, financially, emotionally. Like, even now I'm like eating like a crazy person because I'm stress eating, you know, but, oh my gosh, never, ever did I even think, like, starting this whole YouTube thing, like, years ago when I did, like, this is where it would lead me. Somebody had told me, I wouldn't have believed it. That even I could do this, I wouldn't have believed it. You know, along the way, sometimes you lose confidence in yourself. You lose yourself. Your self-esteem goes, nosedive. You know what I mean? And Marlene, I had to get myself up. Like, I literally and physically had to get myself from the ground. Like, I had to pick myself up out of my depression. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn to lift my head up again. I had to learn to believe in myself again. I had to learn to forge ahead. I had to learn to, like, quiet voices in my head. Like, Marlene, are you sure? Girl, do you really want to do this? You know? But I thank God. I thank my mom. I really do thank my mom. I thank my mom. I thank my family. I thank my friends. I thank a lot of you guys. I thank my mom. I thank my husband for bringing me here in the first place, right? And Jimmy was the one, like, searching on the internet, complaining, because he's always complaining. But he was the one messing with this Caribbean stuff. And I was like, oh, wow, what you doing? I think this is how I'm going to name my shadows. And I thank God for that. divine order. I thank God for my ancestors. Even my mother-in-law too, because when she came here, she's the one who took us to the plantation. She took us to the Whitley plantation. She did. And I really think something happened there. Maybe some ancestors left and came home with me. I don't know. But I thank God for New Orleans. I thank God for Louisiana. I thank God for all my ancestors, even though I don't think they wanted to come here. But they all played a role in giving me something beautiful. And that truly means a lot to me. So, now, let's get back into it. So now let's talk about the color story. Let's talk about the eyeshadows. I'm ready. Are you ready? Yes! Here is the B palette. It's not actually the B palette. Her name is Abeille Kreyol. Okay, Abeille Kreyol. Which means the Creole B, okay? Phonetically based on sound, in French, it also sounds like La Belle Kreyol, which is a beautiful Creole. But this one is Abeille Kreyol. I was going back and forth with my mom, like, should it be the Creole B or the beautiful Creole? L'Abeille Kreyol, La Belle Kreyol, L'Abeille Kreyol, La Belle Kreyol. Then we there's the B's everywhere, so let's just go for L'Abeille Kreyol. And then there is a saying right here underneath for this collection, for this palette, for this color story, called Laissez les bons temps rouler. So if you don't know this, New Orleans is referred to as the Big Easy. You probably heard this a lot of times. New Orleans right there, y'all. New Orleans right there, 504. New Orleans where you at? Okay, who that nation? So New Orleans refers to as the Big Easy. So when you come to New Orleans, people say, let the good times roll. If you've never heard that, but you probably heard that before. And that's exactly how you say it in French. Laissez les bons temps rouler. Let the good times roll. Yes, Jesus. And let the money roll in. Yes, Jesus. Let the orders roll in. Yes, Jesus. Oh, yes, Jesus, right? So this is what it means, right? And so here is the box. You've seen the box before. You've seen the packaging before. I've talked about it before. And my mama right there, she's so pretty. Big Virgo energy, big Virgo energy. So before wasting any time, because I can talk, and I don't feel like talking too much because I'm tired. Drum roll, please. But first, girl, slow down. Slow down now, would Girl, you look good once you back that thing up. You's a modified woman once you back that thing up. Call me Big Daddy when you back that thing up. Girl, who is you playing with? Back that thing up. After you break it up, don't stop. What, blah, 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 drop it like it's hot. I ain't gonna drop it like it's hot just yet. Because somebody might be mad. But if I wasn't married, I would drop it like it's hot. But I ain't gonna drop it like it's hot right now. But this baby right there. So it looks like a jewelry box. It's so pretty. But let me do this though. Ooh, you kind of saw the color story, didn't you? Get girl, hold up. Molly, you so stupid. So, here she is, y'all. But take a moment, though, and appreciate the design, y'all. Appreciate the work. Appreciate the craftsmanship, y'all. Brought to you by a black woman straight out of Africa. I know that's right. So, y'all, drum roll, please. Drum roll. I'm so scared. Oh, no. I worked so hard for this, y'all. I had hyperventilation, y'all. Girl, I don't know. Hold on. Y'all can just be trying to my cherry just like that. But let's go, y'all. Let's go. Drum roll, please. Drum roll. I'm talking about the ass. She talking about the ass. Okay, all right, cool. Let me sucky down. Let's go, y'all. Boom. So here, my baby. One more time. Boom. That's my baby girl. Okay, so here you go. You know, girl. The way I am so excited. You know, girl worked hard for this. So here it is. Here she is. Oh my gosh. I hope it doesn't wash it off because there's so much light going on here, right? But I'll have more videos. I have more pictures on Instagram. I have more videos on my short. You'll have so much more content on Instagram. Please follow Lashes by Lena on Instagram because there's so much light in here. It kind of washes things out, but I promise you, every shade in here is different. Even the orange doesn't even look orange though. But here is my baby. Here is my beautiful baby. Here is my beautiful Creole B, you guys. I am so excited I am so grateful. I am so shocked. I am so stunned. This look is coming right after. I don't know if you guys want swatches or not. People usually do swatches on their arms. I could do a few. You want to see swatches? I didn't even plan this. I should have planned this a little better. But here is the palette. Here is what it looks like. It's super, super stunning, you guys. This shade right here is called Nation Noire. Nation Noire. Okay, do you know what that means in Creole? Do you know what that means in English? Black people. Okay, black people. I was looking for words. I was looking to say black people in Creole, in Louisiana Creole, which is called Courivini, but I couldn't find people in French. People in French is peuple. I couldn't find the word peuple, but I found nation. I said, we could do that. So black nation, the black nation. They're right here, y'all. But it's this color. I love this one because this is a color that I ordered this color. Like, I specifically requested this color. I specifically had this color custom made. Shout out to the New Orleans Saints, because this actually matches the same black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. You know what it is, okay? And also, if you look at the bee, the bee's body, these are honeybees, by the way. These are honeybees, okay? But if you look at the body of the honeybee, you know when the honeybee catches the pollen on its like little furs, got little furries. That's exactly what it looks like too. So shout out to the honeybee, and then shout out to the New Orleans Saints. Shout out to Avin Kamara. West Africa in the house, Sierra Leone in the house. He's from Sierra Leone. I think I'm hot. He's from Sierra Leone. This is so beautiful, you guys. It is so beautiful. So beautiful. It was so hard. It was so hard. It was so hard coming up with this color story, girl. I'm going to tell you. I don't even know what to tell you. It was really hard for me. Why was it hard, Marlene? Because I didn't know which way to go. Like, do I go like full out bunch of colors? Do I go crazy? Do I go neutral? Do I go with the yellows? Like, do I want a lot of yellows, not too much yellows? How we gonna wear these yellows? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But I thank God though. So let's keep it neutral. Let's keep it warm. In this palette, you'll have different types of yellows, right? And that was really important to me because, let me tell you why. Based on your complexion, a yellow for her might not be yellow for you. So we have the shade here, which is called Merci Bon Dieu. Okay, this bright yellow shade here is called Merci Bon Dieu. Merci Bon Dieu in French is Merci Bon Dieu. Okay, in Creole c'est Merci Bon Dieu. In English, it means thank you, God. Okay, thank the Lord. I thank God for this, you guys. I thank God for all of this. If it wasn't for the Lord by my side, where would I be? So this bright yellow shade here, this beautiful yellow shade, on me, honestly, if I wear it by itself, it comes off more on a neon green because I'm a darker complexion. Okay, today I have it on. I use it for today's makeup, but I put this nude color here, this nude shade, which is called Nous Autres. Nous Autres. So in French, there's a verb in French that says s'enlacer, je m'en laisse, s'enlacer, which means I'm tired, I'm fed up, right? So nous autres, in French is nous autres. In Courivini is nous autres. Nous autres, meaning we tired. Okay, remember these names, I picked out these names in 2020 during like the whole Black Lives Matter thing. So I picked out the names are how I was feeling. Okay, so Nous Autres, which is this nude shade, so I apply that underneath and then I put the yellow on top. So I put Nous Autres on the bottom, and then on top of that one I applied Merci Bon Dieu. Okay, so Merci Bon Dieu, they're super pretty. So this yellow will look different on different skin tone. However, this one right here, which is à la mode. So à la mode, this is a play on word. When you get it, you'll see it's MAUD. This shade, or me naming the shade à la mode, or actually naming this spot. It's more so the spot because I didn't pick the shades. So the way I work, this might be a 2-part video, but the way that I work, I create the design, we come up with the names, we create the whole palette, and then afterwards I go in and I find the shades. Like then I define the color story. So when I was working on this, I had no idea what the color story was going to look like, right? But I knew that I wanted to name a shade after Ahmaud Arbery. So in French, the way you say the good the old-fashioned way, the good old-fashioned way is à la mode. For example, the way you make jelly, the way you make the tarts, the way you make your pies, the way you make quiche, les quiches. You know, c'est à la mode. Remember when I was younger, we went to elementary school. Well, it was more like kindergarten. There was a song. It was like, savez-vous planter les choux à la mode, savez-vous planter les choux à la mode de chez nous. Ils se plantent avec les pieds à la mode, ils se plantent avec les pieds à la mode de chez nous. Savez-vous planter les poires? Ok, savez-vous planter les poires à la mode, savez-vous planter les poires à la mode de chez nous. Ils se plantent avec les coudes à la mode, ils se plantent avec les coudes à la mode de chez nous. Okay, so the person's asking like, do you know how to grow this fruit? Do you know how to grow this vegetable? Do you know how to grow X, Y, and Z? And the person's like, no, I don't. It's like, well, you do it with your arms, you do it with your elbow, the way that we do it, right? So, à la mode. In French, à la mode is, the mode is M-O-D-E, but for Ahmaud Arbery, because you can spell phonetically, the letter O makes the O sound in French, A-U makes the O sound in French, E-A-U makes the O sound in French, especially in the Cajun, Louisiana Cajun. You'll see they do like go instead of something like go, G-O, they'll have like go like G-E-A-U-X, okay? They like that stuff. So, à la mode here is for Ahmaud Arbery. So, this orange shade on me actually looks yellow. It's like, it's crazy, right? So then you have this other shade here called La Reine Créole. This slide, I named it La Reine Créole, which is the Creole Queen. Shout out to Marie Laveau. Marie Laveau is a very iconic Creole woman in New Orleans. Sometimes people think of her as the Queen of Voodoo. Is that fantasy? Is that fiction? Is that real? Well, we'll never know. Mind your business, right? But this one right here, this shade right here, La Reine Créole pour Marie Laveau, this shade right here also comes yellow on me also. So depending on your complexion, you have different shades. You have different hues of yellow for your complexion. But they're all beautiful. Okay, they're all beautiful. So let me quickly tell you all the names of the shadows, like why I name the shadows this way. And remember, like I said, I picked the names before I picked the shadows, so they're more like how I named the slots. Okay, so this one, okay, let's start here. Cheveux crépus. This brown, I don't know if it's brown, I don't know if it's toffee, I don't know if it's caramel, I don't know if it's rum. I have it on. It's like that upper shade, like this brown shade that you see right here at the top under the brow bone. It is so beautiful. This is the shade I felt like I was missing, and I had to go diving, excavating, praying, fasting to get this shade. But this shade here is called Cheveux crépus. Cheveux crépus means nappy hair. Cheveux crépus en français. Cheveux crépus in Corrivini. In English, is nappy hair. Okay, then we have nous autres las. Nous autres las means we're tired. We are tired. Nous autres. Okay, then we have this shade here called Fante Belle. Fante Belle means woman, you're beautiful. All right, the next one is Parler son nom. This burgundy shade here is called Parler son nom. Parler son nom is a shade that I dedicate this slide, not the shade, but the slide, but now it's a shade, but initially it was the slide. Parler son nom is for Breonna Taylor. I was looking to say her name. In French, the way you would say her name would be dire son nom. But I couldn't find the verb dire. What I found was parler. Parler is more like talk. You know, like me, I talk a lot. Je parle beaucoup. But I say parler son nom. So say her name. So this shade right here, well, this slide is for Breonna Taylor. May her soul rest in peace. And then you have this yellow, like I told, this egg yolk yellow. Merci bon Dieu. Merci bon Dieu means thank you, God. And I thank the Lord. I really thank my God. Seriously, God, He's looked out for me. And I wrote in my journal, I said, my God, I just want to say thank you so much. Thank you so much, God, for allowing me to tap into your creativity to get this, because this bee palette, everything around me, really, y'all, is God's grace. It's a gift from God. This is not even my idea per se. God gave it to me because He had mercy on my soul. And for that, I'm really grateful. I'm really grateful. Like, what can you do or what can you not do without the Lord? Like, seriously. And then you have this like beautiful, this shimmer here comes out to look like a beautiful honey shade. Like, it's so, like if you had honey dripping from the hive. If you had honey just like squeezed out the bottle and like the sun was like gleaming through it, I truly think it would be the shade. And this shade or this lot is called Vaillant Famier. Vaillant Famier. Voilà. She's about the strong woman. Okay. Then this purple shade. So you'll see like you have this cute, you have a purple shade here. Then you have a green right here. Then you have this shade right here. But these three colors make up the Mardi Gras colors. Okay. These three colors here make up the Mardi Gras colors. So this one is Mon Bouclier. The Lord is, so it means the Lord is my shield, right? Mon bouclier. The Lord is my shield. Who shall I fear? Okay. What's that? Psalm 98. I think it's Psalm 98 or Psalm 90. No, it's Psalm 98. But mon bouclier, because in the midst of me coming up with these names, I had to read a lot of things in Caribbean. I read like Psalms in Caribbean. I read the Bible in Caribbean. I read poems in Caribbean. I listened to songs in Caribbean. Like I had to really immerse myself from it and like find like, okay, this speaks to me. This speaks to me. And as you guys know, I love Jesus. I love the Bible. I love God. I really do. I love Psalms. I love the book of Psalms. So that one really touched me because the Lord truly is my shield. And then this one, this color, this black shade with the specks of gold, this color right here is called Nation Noire, which means black nation, but more so black people. That's what I was going for. Then we have La Reine Créole for the Creole Queen. Shout out to Marie Laveau. This shade here, this is the milk and honey shade. This is the milk and honey shade. This shade, I made it for my little sister. She's like, Marlene, I want a milk and honey shade, like something milk and honey. So she was thinking like white and gold, and I just had them put together. So shout out to my little sister Cheryl. This shade here is La Louisiane, which means Louisiana, La Louisiane, but they phonetically say La Louisiane. All right, then we have this beautiful gold shade. This gold is so pretty, you guys. It's so pretty. So this gold here, I wish I had my micro lens, but I don't. This shade here is called Bonne Chance, which means good luck. Then we have Fait Bon Gumbo. The green is for Fait Bon Gumbo, which means make good gumbo. That's gumbo is everything out here. Gumbo is everything. If you ever come to New Orleans, let me know. I'll send you to a good place. You have some good gumbo. But for me, being West African, like okra is everything. Like I think if you're from the Ivory Coast, if you're from Ghana, we love okra. Like okra is everything. It's everything. I grew up eating okra. I'm still eating okra. I had some yesterday. I had some this morning. My mom makes the best okra soup in the world. My kids love it. Like it's everything. So shout out to the Ivory Coast. Coucou Côte d'Ivoire. That's sauce gombo. So that's what it is. Then we have this black shade, which is super black. I hope you can see how black it is. This shit here is called Cri de Nerf. Cri de Nerf is like, it's just being fed up. It's cri is a scream. It's like a nerf is your nerves. It's like a scream from your nerves, but it really means to be fed up. It's like for crying out loud. Like what the heck? So then this one is called Floyd de Lis. This lot is called, this orange shade is going to be called Floyd de Lis. This one, the state flower for Louisiana is La Fleur de Lis. It looks like an ace of spade, right? It's actually for the Duke of Orleans. So the Duke of Orleans, Louis XIV, I think that was his brother Philip. His brother Philip makes up the House of Orleans. So that's why this New Orleans was named after. It's the Duke of Orleans, and their state, I guess the flower for that house, for the Duke of Orleans house is La Fleur de Lis. So for the state of Louisiana, the state flower is La Fleur de Lis. But what I did is a play on word. I named it Floyd de Lis. Voilà, Floyd de Lis for George Floyd. That's how I was feeling, y'all. So this shade, this lot, I dedicate this one to George Floyd. May his soul rest in peace. And then this one, the shade right next to it, this beautiful red crimson shade is called Montignon, which is exactly what my mom has on. Is a tignon. So there was a law passed in the 1800s by the Spanish governor that required that black women or Creole women, right? And mind you, Creole from my understanding of it being West African also, Creole does not necessarily mean you're light skinned or that you're mixed with white, okay? It's a culture, it's a people, it's the language, it's a lot more than complexion. But it was requiring that Creole black woman, Creole woman, because if they're from here, Louisiana Purchase, here at Louisiana, they're Creole. Whether they're light skinned, dark skinned, mixed, whatever, they are Creole, okay? But it was made so that the black woman, the Creole woman, would look more unkept, would look more poor, would look less attractive, because Louisiana is a very different state. Louisiana Purchase is a very different state. Under the French, it was a very different kind of place where you had inter-ethnic marriages. I won't say interracial, because to me there's only one race, it's the human race, but people can be of different ethnicities, people can have different phenotypes, people can be from different countries, but there's only one race, and that's the human race. I am black, I am not of a sub-race, I am of the human race, okay? So, but it was in an effort to discourage and disparage a lot of European men, a lot of white men, from marrying black women, so that the white ladies could have suitors, could have husband, and could also inherit wealth. So this shit is mon tignon. I invite you to read more about the tignon laws. Girl, it's a lot. Okay, and then this shade, another beautiful shade that I love, it's called Ça c'est bon ça. Okay, this is really good. And I loved it because if you come to New Orleans or any place in Louisiana, but especially New Orleans, like, the food is so good. The food is so good. The drinks are so good. The liquor is so good. The music is so good. Everything is so good. But the food, especially, you are going to love pretty much everything you eat out here. So you'll find yourself saying, oh my gosh, this is so good. Oh, that's so good. This is so good. So in French or in Crevini, it's ça c'est bon. Ça c'est bon. Wow, c'est bon. C'est magnifique. So that's what that is. And then this shade in the middle is a beautiful brown. It's a dark brown. It almost looks like bark, like wooden bark. It's so pretty. I'm wearing that today too, by the way. It's beautiful. Like, to smoke out your look, you mix it. I mixed this one, excusez-moi, with Cri de Nerf. Magnifique. So this one, excusez-moi, means excuse me, because what was going on 2020, I felt like like, what? The stuff that was going on, you're like, excuse me, like, what? So excusez-moi is this one. And then the last one is beauté naturelle, which means natural beauty, you know. So because, you know, this is a palette that I really made with black women in mind, with black history in mind, the history of black women in mind, to really let you know that you're beautiful. Vaillant Famier, beauté naturelle, Fante Belle, cheveux crépus, what else? La Reine Créole, you know, just putting things in there to really make you feel good about yourself, girl. Vaillant Famier, beauté naturelle, là, beauté naturelle. Like, you're beautiful. We're just beautiful people. We're just beautiful people. So this is it for the full reveal of the B palette. So see you tomorrow, or see you soon. I'll see you soon, unless I make any promises. See you later. Ah, look at these nails. They're so nice. All right. Bye, peoples. Bye-bye.